Whoa, I've never seen such a hot body before. I don't need to look at her face. Her fair and slender legs alone are enough to get me hooked for a year. Damn, I can't take it anymore. She is f***ing seductive. The moment the veiled woman showed up, all the black-clad men had a hard time holding back their lusts. The sexy curves of her figure were flawless, especially her wonderfully proportioned legs. They were literally perfect for those with foot and leg fetishes. Rubbing his chin, Stephen ogled at her. Hey, beauty. Are you the owner of this restaurant? That's right. What do you want to eat? The woman wore a sweet smile and slowly walked up to them. What a nice smell. The men kept sniffing, immersing themselves in her fragrance that was tickling them pink. Can I eat you? Stephen gave her a lascivious grin. Me? The woman chuckled. I'm a thorny person. I don't think you'll be able to stomach me. It's okay. There is no rose without a thorn, he uttered, licking his lips. Really? Let's see if you can walk your talk. She smiled mysteriously. Stephen tugged at his clothes, looking like he was in dire need of devouring her whole. When the rest of the men saw that, they burst into laughter and began to tease her. You're lucky today, beauty. Stephen is extremely good at this. It looks like your man must have failed to satisfy you. No worries, you have our company tonight. As they laughed, they had already trapped the veiled woman in the middle. Smiling, she pointed to Dustin. Compared to you, I like the handsome man over there more. Me. He is only pleasant to the eyes but of no use. Exactly. Look at how thin he is. The men scoffed at Dustin. Do you want to play with me, Mr. Handsome? The veiled woman ignored the other men. No, thank you. Go ahead and play with them. Dustin continued enjoying his drink, completely unfazed. Did you hear that? He doesn't have the guts. With an evil grin, Stephen reached out to grab her buttocks, but she easily dodged his touch. You'd better keep your hands to yourselves, or else I'll get angry, she warned. Hearing that, Stephen got even more excited. Angry? Haha. Come on, show me how angry you can get. Sure. The woman crinkled her mouth into a slight smile and gently blew into her palm. Right then, a puff of red smoke came through and permeated the air, enveloping everyone in it. What's this? It smells so good. The men sniffed the scent subconsciously. However, in less than 3 seconds, they felt dizzy and were struggling for breath. This is bad. The smoke is poisoned. Stephen's expression changed, and he immediately covered his mouth and nose. Unfortunately, it was too late. Those who had inhaled the smoke fell to the floor, their faces contorting in pain as blood oozed out from their mouths and noses. Bitch! How dare you poison us? I'm going to kill you. At the sight of his subordinates flumping down one after another, Stephen flew off the handle and drew his machete to attack her. However, as soon as he moved, he lost his balance and tumbled to the floor. I wasn't lying when I said that you wouldn't be able to put up with me. The veiled woman smirked. Stephen was seething. He spat out a mouthful of black blood and died on the spot. In 3 minutes, all the black-clad men collapsed to the floor and kicked the bucket. Miracle Doctor, I've helped you get rid of all the nuisances. It's only 2 of us now. The veiled woman came over with a charming smile and sat beside Dustin. Don't you think you should thank me for solving your problem? Well, they were not really a problem to me. Let's get down to business. What's your motive for calling me here? Dustin asked. I'm just a weak lady. What kind of motives can I have? Don't think of me so badly. Azalea teased. If that's the case, tell me. Who framed Hector? And where is the killer? Dustin cut right to the chase. Nothing comes for free in this world. You've got to pay a price if you want to know the answer to that. Azalea stretched out her finger and stroked his chin intimately. What do you want? Dustin pushed her hand away. Can I have you? Azalea shot him an alluring smile. I'm not interested in you. Dustin refused her, unfazed by her advances. You're indeed different. There aren't a lot of men who can resist my seduction. She chuckled. All right, I won't tease you anymore. Actually, I hope that you can cure my disease. I've witnessed your medical skills. Needless to say, they are exceptional. You don't look ill. Dustin sized her up. Judging from her overall well-being, she seemed to be in the pink of health. To tell you the truth, my mentor has put a venomous curse on me. I will feel extremely terrible when it comes to the middle of the night. I hope that you can help me remove it. Dustin was a little surprised. A mentor poisoning his disciple? It's my first time hearing something like this. My mentor is a person who suspects everyone. He doesn't trust anyone but himself, so he uses the venom to control his disciples, Azalea explained. I can neutralize the poison for you, but you have to first tell me who the murderer is, Dustin said. No can do. What if you go back on your word after I've told you the truth? The world was full of danger. Azalea dared not trust anyone easily. After a moment's thought, Dustin agreed in the end. Fine, I'll remove it for you first. You'd better not come up with any tricks. I'm just a weak lady. Do you think I'm capable of doing that? Azalea rolled her eyes. Open your mouth, Dustin said, not intending to waste his time talking to her anymore. Azalea lifted her veil slightly, revealing her delicate lips. Dustin flicked a pill into her mouth with his fingers. Then, he took out a silver needle and poked it at her body a few times at lightning speed. Once the medicine began to take effect, he thrust his palm out all of a sudden and slapped her back hard. Azalea coughed up a mouthful of black blood. A centipede that was as thick as a pinky could be seen wriggling in the pool of blood. Miracle Doctor, you're indeed amazing. I didn't expect it to be settled this fast. Azalea was overjoyed. She had never felt so relaxed before. She carefully put the centipede aside to keep it for future use. There was a subtle connection between the venomous curse and the person who planted it. Once the centipede died, her mentor would immediately know about it. I've removed the venom. So tell me, who is the murderer? Dustin asked calmly. What are you talking about? Azalea acted like she didn't know anything. How dare you trick me? Dustin frowned, exuding a malicious mien in an instant. Miracle Doctor, hadn't anyone told you before that you shouldn't simply believe a woman's words, especially the beautiful ones? Azalea smiled playfully. Dustin's expression darkened. All of a sudden, he reached out and grabbed Azalea by her neck, lifting her up from the floor. If you aren't telling me about it, then don't blame me for being merciless. Laughing in the middle of her cough, she said, Miracle Doctor, I advise you not to act recklessly. If you get me killed, your lover, Natasha, is going to die too.